Down there is the town of Woolbrook. Don't know if you can see the buildings. It's a very small town. I just drove through it and they don't see too many strangers because even the cows looked up and stared at me as I drove through. I'm on the Oxley Highway, on the way to Bendemeer. Woolbrook. That flag fluttering in the breeze is an elders flag because they've got a ram sale on later today and they're all quite excited. Presbyterians are buried here, and Methodists are buried here. Why is this one behind a picket fence? 1845 to 1912. Thou shalt obtain gladness and joy, Isaiah 51:11. I don't think anyone's looked after your grave since 1912, John. Not too many buried in the Roman Catholic section, is there? Other denominations. I suppose that's where they shove atheists into the ground, is it? Along with the Jews and the Muslims. Let's have a look. No, this one quotes a Bible verse, the dead in Christ shall rise first. Look, I don't want to say anything bad about the dead, but that's crap. He was translated. He didn't die. He was translated. There's no name, no headstone, but they were obviously Christian because someone's put a cross there. Well, when I die, I hope I'm not buried in a churchyard like this. Just cremate me and scatter my ashes to the wind, please. This is absolute rubbish. Fancy burying people according to what Christian sect they believed. What rubbish. St. Stephen's Anglican Church. And it's next to the town hall. And here is Bendemeer Town Hall. Made of tin. Nashville, US of A, in little old Bendemeer. Jimmy Parker, Nashville, USA. Special guest Cody Lee Stanford. January 22nd to 26th. So that's actually on now. See how busy it is? Fancy having your country music fan days at the same time as Tamworth, which is only 50 kilometres up the road. No wonder there's no one here. Bendemeer on the net. The town hall is for hire. Bendemeer's general store. Here's the butcher store. It's been a while since it last sold any meat though. Never trust your sat nav. My TomTom told me to turn down this road and over that bridge. It's the McDonald River, but the bridge is no longer in use. So the sign says use of the facility may be hazardous. Please take care. But then you couldn't use it anyway because there's bloody great lumps of concrete there. Historic engineering marker. Harvey Dare designed this composite steel and timber truss bridge. Constructed by a prominent bridge builder and opened in 1905. The truss type is now known as a Dare truss. We'll have to have a closer look at that truss. It was the zenith of timber truss development. The bridge was in service for the New England Highway for 80 years before being bypassed in 1985. So this was part of the New England Highway until 1985. Mein Gott! It's very hard to get down there to have a closer look at this zenith of timber trusses on both sides. Well, we got down there eventually. Oh God, there's horses down here in the shade. Alright, so this is the timber trusses that were the zenith. Well, it obviously took a lot of traffic in its time. I'm being approached here. Hello fella. How are you? Yeah? Okay. You're a good old horse, aren't you? Or are you a good young horse? Okay, now here comes the other one. Listen horses, I'm not staying. So I hate to burst your bubble. I don't have any food, don't have any treats. Bye bye. Oh, now you're coming, are you? Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. Ooh, is that right? Yeah? Okay, well bye bye. And we're back again. Actually, I wonder if that's private property I was on. Anyway, let's keep looking at Bendemeer. Now I'd say that is the... It's crossing onto this bridge now. I'd say that would be the new bridge over there. So we'll make for that. No thanks to my TomTom. Bye horses. So this is the McDonald River. Not very deep, you could wade across it and never get much above ankle height, I don't think. That's the Bendemeer Hotel there. And it's got nice benches so as you can sit outside and enjoy a cool one by the river on a hot day. This is Bendemeer's Memorial Gate in remembrance. Originally built to commemorate the war dead from the Great War, the First World War. Flagstaff, so I guess they hold their services here. The marble is the 1914-1919 war, Bendemeer in the Great War, and more on that side. And then added for the Second World War is the copper plaques. And each of those stones has one or more plaques on it commemorating, I think they're all World War I dead. Quartz blocks glistening in the sun. Yeah, Lone Pine, Gallipoli. Interesting one. He died in 1917, aged 24, in Sydney, Australia. Obviously some kind of accident or illness. Now these are World War II ones. Milne Bay, New Guinea. I thought that said Burma, but in fact it's B-U-N-A. Killed in action. Colin Bruce Murray. Bendemeer War Memorial Park. There's a tent crossed out so there's no camping. But then this, which is falling down, camping or overnight staying in this area is strictly prohibited. On the spot penalty notices will be issued. Whereas this is a war memorial area, I can see that, why that would be. But there are still ways of wording things, like saying please, or please respect this, camping not allowed, or whatever. The way they're doing it is too authoritarian, in my view. It's a caravan park and a petrol station. I'm just leaving Bendemeer now. I set great store when I visit a town by the townsfolk, by the people, what they're like, whether they're friendly to travellers, whether they're unfriendly, etc. And also the infrastructure of the town, which shows how proud they are of the town. And I have to say that Bendemeer, the people are not all that friendly. They tend to frown at travellers, at least they frown at me. And the infrastructure is not all that good. Yeah, it's not a town I would recommend visiting.